Oh, it's big.
It's a big fish.
I see the head on it. Have a go there. G'day ladies and gents, and welcome to another Sammy Hitzke fishing adventure. Beside me, very familiar face, it's me big brother Nick Whyte. How are you, mate?
Good, mate. Yourself?
Very well, very well. Now it is around this time of the year, every year, that Whitey and I, we join forces. We chase flathead. Usually we're chasing numbers, but not today. Today we're chasing the big ones, aren't we? Mate,
We're out over a bit of quality today, so...
Yep. So if you want to watch a video where you see a lot of flathead get caught, well, I'm calling it now, probably not going to be this one. If it is,
well, let's hope it is.
Let's hope it is, but it's probably not going to be this one. But hopefully we're going to show you some big monsters today. What are we going to say is par for the course? What's a win?
Mate, I think if we get 80, we'll be pretty happy with that.
Well, I haven't cracked an 80 this year, so I hope it's me. Up the back deck there, Richie, give us a wave, mate. Richie's out having a fish as well. We're all chucking big stuff. Show us that lure you got there. That's the kind of thing we're going to be throwing today. Big baits for big fish. That's the best way to target big flathead solely, isn't it?
Yeah, you don't really catch any small fish on that. So I think the smallest fish I've ever seen caught on one of these is probably about 65. So yeah, anything over that's going to be a good day, but hopefully we can put a few in the boat.
Yeah, so Whitey, he is a lizard wizard, so there's going to be plenty of knowledge bombs dropped in this episode. We're going to be fishing a whole range of different techniques. We'll probably head out in the deep for a little bit, but mainly focusing our efforts up in the shallow stuff. It's early morning, tide's rising, hopefully the fish are biting. Thanks very much for tuning in. We're going to start casting. You got a pike on?
It's a flatty. It is a flatty. It's just his tail.
First cast, Richie. Oh!
Hit it like a barra.
That'll be a good start.
Pretty good save.
It's not that hard, is it?
Ah.
No, not that hard at all. Something like that.
Well, that's good.
What can we say?
Not much. Well, that was Richie's first cast of the morning. Literally just got up, turned my head cam on, Richie cast out. Did you wind the handle at all?
Yeah, there were about 3 winds on that handle, I think, mate. She certainly crunched that lure.
Well, there you go. Richie's first fish on the Affinity Glide, and it came first cast of the morning. What are you calling it for?
63.
Not even going to measure it, I trust you. That's a nice fish, nice colours on him. Beautiful, mate.
Nice way to start, Richard.
Yeah.
Thank you, boys.
Do it again.
Hopefully.
Hey guys, just a quick one. We're going to be changing technique and location fairly often in this video. So to let you know whether we're fishing deep water or casting up in the shallows, I'll let you know right about here every time we change. Well, no more fish on that bank, so we've just moved out in the deep water with the low tide. See if we can't jig one up. Using a 5-inch soft plastic, big, bright colour in their face. We've all got something different on. Hopefully turn one up.
Puppy.
Richie, the quiet achiever up the back there.
Oh,
mate, that's not the size we're chasing.
It's not the size we're chasing. Man.
But it's still a fish. We're glad we got you on board, Whitey and I.
The difference is, boys, is using single hooks.
More hooks.
I get more hooks, mate. More hooks equal more hookups.
Is that right?
Picking it.
Oh, Nick.
Purple patch here. We're on a purple patch. Probably better fish too.
You need a net?
It's huge, but maybe 60-ish.
Oh. Nick Whyte, hang on, mate.
Oh,
there he goes. Is that the textbook Nick Whyte release?
Yeah. It's all you, but he was out of here quick, smart. Hey?
Oh, Richie, again. That's all right.
Toddler. Oh, you can score over 40.
You score, huh?
45?
Yeah. 45. Give us a quick look, mate. Fish trapping. Oh, spiky boy.
Yep.
It's good to be the only person that hasn't hooked a fish this morning apart from a tailor. I don't like catching target species. Saving myself for the big girl.
Hear him coming, like bubbling up through the water, and then he coming in. Yep.
Good fish?
Oh, not huge.
He's alright. Oh, there's a tree there.
probably where he came from.
Yeah.
But mate, have a look down there. There's not much of that 5-inch plastic showing.
No, we're chasing big flatties, and that's a...
Not a big flat.
how big is that? That's 40 centimetres maybe?
40, yeah, 40, 41.
41, and he's scoffed a 5-inch plastic all the way down. So even little ones will eat a big lure when they want it.
Yeah, that must be down into the trolls over, but not the one we're chasing, Sam.
No. A few numbers ticking over though.
It's probably sitting next to this one.
Between you and Richie, ticking over some numbers. Obviously I'm just here to film.
Do you reckon you can get this hook out for me?
No. I've got pliers in my pocket though if you want them. Always be prepared.
Thank you, sir.
I'm also going to take this opportunity to catch a fish while you're out of the water. Oh yeah, how's that sand patch?
No, I can't. Grab me head.
Yeah. Well, if not, I've got a 10 to 20 blade and tails. Oh, that was a hit. Missed him. Asleep at the wheel. Oh, it's big.
It's a big fish.
Oh no!
Oh my
No!
lord.
He won't eat
He won't
again.
eat again. How big was that?
That was real big. Nah, that was bigger than 80. That was big. Oh yeah. Yeah, did you see the head on it?
I saw the head on it.
That was a big one. Bugger.
Did you set the hooks, Rich?
Yeah.
I've got the standard hooks.
Yeah, but did you set them?
Yeah.
They just come straight to the surface and throw them out, eh?
Oh, that was him. That was him. That was big. Heads up, Pelly. Yes, fish. Oh, it's big, it's big, yep.
Watch out, Sammy, I'll come around in a moment till they get us. Yep, we're up, we're up.
I'm off.
Yep, nice, I'm up.
That's going to be a good one.
I got the net.
On the net. Grab the net, Rich.
Well guys, we've tried a few different things and Rich just lost a belter, which you would have seen. I don't know how clear you'll be able to see the fish, but he came up the top and shook his head. It was a big fish, probably 80 or 90 I would call. And I'm just chucking a big bent minnow at the moment and it's just been smacked. He's not doing a great deal now, so I called it as a big one before, but he's not doing a heap.
Cut a bit of water at the start.
He did cut a bit of water. He should be a nice fish, hopefully.
Yeah, he's a big fish.
Oh, he's hooked in the side. He's just a sideways fish. I'm going to take the drag, let him have his head a bit because he's... Oh, he's not as...
Want all that commotion for that?
All that commotion and it's not even 1.5 meters.
Yeah.
It's alright. It's a good one to get on the board with. Oh, he's not bad.
Yeah, he'd be up around 60.
Running you around the boat there, Rich.
Probably the angler trying to steer him, I reckon.
It's really rude, Nick. It's just rude from you.
Stop picking on me.
There we go.
Nice.
There we go. Bit of a sideways flathead. That's why he was fighting strange.
Still a good fish. Mid-60s?
Yeah, he's a good
60s. Nice fish, Sammy.
Thanks, mate. There you go. About 65 centimetres of flatty there. Ate a bent minnow. That's obviously a garfish imitation. Crunched it. Thought he was a lot bigger than he was, but had a hook in the side. That's why he's fighting a bit weird. They're either really big when they do that or foul hooked. But he's a nice fish. Get him back. See you, mate. Still would have liked to seen Richie's fish. That was big. It's the one we were chasing. Whitey, good fish?
Oh, I don't think he's huge, mate. He might have wrapped himself up, mate. He was feeling a bit bigger.
Is he growing?
Felt like a wriggler.
Oh no, that's a goodie.
Alright.
That's a goodie. We'll have a go at the net.
Should I try and net this one or just try and pole him again?
Oh, don't do that.
Nice job, Richard.
Is that another just on 60 or a high 50, you reckon? Jeez, if we're making a video about catching 60s. Oh yes, hold that, quick.
Hold that.
Strike it.
Oh, yeah.
Strike it.
I was already...
No!
Oh.
No!
Oh, Sam. Yeah.
Well, I got to the top of my thing, I was trying to pass it to you to hit it because I run out of arm.
Yeah, that was his own too. There we go, Sammy. Another one on the board. He's a nice fish, but still yet to find that 80 we're looking for, mate. I think you might have had a chance then, but that's what happens when you're doing a little bit of filming. You miss one every now and then.
Every now and again, I always miss him. I miss everyone.
So yeah, he'd be, I don't know, low 60s. Nice sandy coloured fish. We'll get him back. Not chasing a feed today, so see you later.
Oh, mooch.
What are your lines doing?
Oh, fish.
Fish up?
Yep.
Good fish?
Oh!
Where did you drop it?
How?
Jesus.
He's on the back treble.
Feel any good?
Ah, I felt alright.
Come on, Sam. Yes?
Yep.
Get him, Sam. Nice fish. Need that net, Rich.
Yeah, it's a goodie. Yeah, you got that net, Whitey? In the water.
Where is he?
Under the boat. Oh, quick! Yes! Yes! What a net job!
That's why they call him Whyte.
What a net job!
That's why I'm here.
Yes! Woo!
That right there, kids, is why you have a big net.
Oh my goodness!
Because it saves Sammy's day.
Oh, it was on camera too! Oh yes! As soon as he got his head up, I was like, oh no. Because I thought he was gliding out. I didn't know his head was out of the water. That's got to be the greatest net job today. Well, there you go. There's the prize. Bit of a team fish, this one. I've spat the lure right at the surface. Whitey lunged with the net, and we got her.
Rules in my boat are, if you net the fish when two come up together, it's actually the netter's fish. So
I actually didn't see that in the rule book this morning, but
I'm come in with a lure in its mouth, and it was in the net that I put in the water. So
Whitey was just randomly having a quick scoop with the dip net, and he's come up trumps. No, we'll call it a team fish, but that's a nice one. I reckon it's about 70. And
yeah, it's going to be very close.
It's over to 28.
Yep, so it'll be 71.
71. It's not the 80 we were chasing. I think we've had our shot at the 80 for sure. But 71 centimetres of flathead from the deep. That's pretty bloody cool. Finally got a good girl. I've only caught 2 fish today. I'm glad one of them was this. What a belter. Big shovel head on it. Nice long fish. And I actually hooked a fish, the drift before, and it come off, but it did the exact same thing as this girl, and it was in the exact same area. So I'm almost willing to say that it's the same fish had another crack. Anyway, we're not going to keep her out of the water for too much longer. We'll get her in the, get a quick photo and send her back. Oh, she's ready to go. This time of year, these big girls are out here to breed, so look after them, give them a bit of a swim once they're ready to go, send them on their way.
There she goes.
Yoo!
obviously we'll move further.
Oh yes, Richie, good fish?
Oh, he's pulled it.
No.
Take that one. Do you see that one?
Oh, I saw it.
Was that a flatty or a jig?
Yeah, it was a flatty, I think.
Yeah.
But he clunked it.
Sweep it like a jig.
Yes, fish. Yep. Yep. Oi, have I got my head cam's on, isn't it? Oh,
Fight the fish. Yeah.
whew.
It's recording, man. It's recording. Watch the electric when he comes in close. It's a good fish. Keep that pressure on there. Let him go if he wants to. Be good if we can get him out the other side of the boat.
This side.
Yeah, because the wind's going to push us over the top of him, you know what I mean? Or I just scoop him up if he brings his head up.
He's only got one trebbin in there. Oh,
Talk about driving Miss Daisy.
yeah, I know.
Don't let it pop out and hit you in the forehead.
Yes. Woo!
Good job, Samuel.
Sammy coming home with a flurry. Us.
Yes.
Oh, if that's going to be our par. Can you sit spotlight?
Big pull.
Which one's spotlight? Oh, yeah, anchor.
Anchor. I don't know if that's going to be our par, but it's going to be pretty close, mate.
Yeah, that's a goodie. That's a goodie. Oh, yes.
He's going to be
We're so close.
On the swimmy as well.
6.
76. We're going to need the brag mat. Sorry, Whitey.
Yeah.
78.
We're going to need it.
Oh, righto. I'll dig it out.
You dig it out, I'll grab some hooks out. Oh, that's just cool, cool, cool. Righto, Whitey, what have we got?
I'm going to give it. Oh, that nose there. There you go. Oh, 77 and a 0.8.
77.8. Very close.
We'll give you 78, mate. We'll give you
a good
78.
fish.
There you go. That's a real one. That's a 70, what was it, 70?
78. Mate.
78.
We'll give you 78.
Nice dark colour come off the weed. Clunked that swim bait.
Yeah, we're probably up in about, what, 2 foot of water?
Yeah, that was awesome. Hit it, come flying around. You can see it was a good fish. Come up on the surface, thrashed around. Good fun. Good fun, that's a really nice one. I'm stoked with that.
Nice job, mate.
Yes, coming home with a wet sail I am. Coming home with a wet sail. What a cracker. That was sick. I don't think I'm gonna, we're not done for the day, but I think that's gonna easily be my best fish, unless I can pull something else out of the hat. It's a cracker. Righto, big girl. Man, they disappear the second they get down, eh?
Went straight into the bottom.
Just like me.
Stingray. Not a huge tide today. I don't know if we'll be able to get up there.
Yeah, I don't think so. Oh, fish, fish. Yeah.
Get him?
Yep.
Oh, nice.
I saw the flash.
You're on the net job this time, Rich.
Yeah, brother.
He's not big.
Still.
Oh, he's still cool.
That on the crossfires time?
Yep.
Bring him to Papa.
It's,
60 or is it pup?
I think. No.
50 or something? Oh, better watch what you're doing there, Sam.
60s.
Maybe. I don't think so. I think he's 50s, is he?
Yeah, on the side again.
Oh,
Scores now, brother.
yeah. Cheers. Whoa. That was pretty cool, guys. Right up in the shallows in about 1.5 foot of water, twitching the big bent minnow style. This guy, I saw him ghost it real quick. I saw the brown shape come up behind it. and then I saw the white of his belly and I thought I better strike here, I think that's a fish, and sure enough, got him, pulled him in sideways, so he fought a bit weird, but it's another good fish. He'd probably be high 50s, maybe low 60s.
Yeah, I reckon he'd be pushing 60.
Pushing 60 from the big man. That's a good fish, even on the angle with the camera there. Beautiful. Get him back. See you later, girl. Oh, cruiser. Well guys, that's just about it for our session. We got to head back home. We didn't crack the magic 80 centimetres mark, but we got pretty bloody close.
Yeah, mate, I think it's a failure of the day, isn't it?
Not a chance.
No, we had a pretty good day. We didn't crack a heap of fish, but the goal for today was to crack a few good ones.
Quality.
Yeah, and look, we probably caught what 10-ish sort of fish, and probably 7 of them over 60. So you can probably say, yeah, it was a pretty good day fishing.
Yeah, so this style of fishing, guys, you'd never, if you want to put a heap of fish in the boat, I'd definitely recommend watching the trolling video and doing that. If you want to grind it out and have a shot at catching some real big fish, then this is definitely the way to do it. And while I thought I might dredge the Whitey for some flathead knowledge, because he's probably caught more big flathead than a lot of people I know. I do know a few good anglers, but you're right up there, mate. What people who want to target just big flathead, what are some of the key things you should look for? Let's start with location. Like what do you look for in a big flathead location?
Well, look, I guess it depends on the area. Like, you can catch big flathead anywhere. You can catch them all the way up the back of little creeks, you know, out at the bar entrances.
This is true.
Or, you know, basically anywhere, on any weed bed or anything like that. So, first of all, structure is key. Obviously, if you're fishing up in the shallows, you're looking for those little drop-offs, you know, melon holes, little breaks in the weed, little sand patches in the weed. That's where all your flathead are going to hide. So I guess you're fishing a lot of the same places where you're going to catch those, you know, the numbers and smaller fish, but because of the baits we're using, you're not catching a lot of those fish. So yeah, the numbers go down, but the average size will obviously come up.
I noticed today we spent a lot of time looking for the right water. What do you define as, is this a trade secret? Or?
Oh, look, you speak to any flathead fisherman, they're going to tell you to look for clean water. So, you know, I sort of made the analogy this morning where I joked to you, said, oh, you know, you'll catch them in this water, and I said it's like putting you in a dark room with a hamburger. You're still going to crawl around and find it, but it's going to take you a lot longer than if the light's on. So, you know, if those fish can really see that lure and zone in on it, you're going to get a lot more bites, and, you know, they're going to, I suppose, when they can commit and know it's going to be a good feed, you'll get those bigger fish to actually move.
Alright, well, speaking of being able to see lures, you probably would have noticed, guys, a lot of the stuff we threw today was bright white pearl. Whitey, why are we throwing pearl lures?
Look, for me, I think it's, you know, like a good whiting pattern. You know, a lot of those fish that are up in that shallow water are, you know, very clear, you know, and because you're fishing that clear water, you want a natural presentation. Like, I was throwing around a Fat Betty lure as well, but that's predominantly white with a little bit of, you know, sort of highlights on it. But yeah, I think, you know, you're replicating a big whiting up on those sand flats, and that's what they're up there chasing. So,
and I suppose from an angler, a lot of guys, and you should be if you're going to do this style of fishing, wear good quality polarized sunglasses. Yep. You can actually track your lure the whole way through the cast. So sometimes you can actually see the fish come up behind it. Often not from far away. If it is over sand, you'll see them come up behind it, and you can actually work your lure accordingly when that happens. But it can, you know, you can work it and you can pause it on the edge of weeds, that sort of stuff. So, mate, while you've got all your kit out, let's go through some of the outfits. Now, guys, we've been through a lot of flathead sessions, and a lot of times we're fishing quite light, you know, 6, 8, 10, 12 pound leader, small 2.5 inch flat shads are a big favourite. But not today. The light gear got left at home, hasn't it?
That's it, mate. Well, when you're talking about a lure that weighs 90 grams, it's like throwing an empty stubby around, you know. So you need some pretty serious quality gear to be able to throw them around. We're actually using pretty much barra gear. This is 8 kilo swim bait rod. Look, you don't need that to fight the fish, but it's obviously to get these lures and punch them out to where they need to be. So it's not a very sporting way to fish, I wouldn't say, Sam, you know, but, you know, I'm using 20 pound leader, so it's not heavy leader, but you just need those heavy rods to get those big lures out there.
Right, so what is that? That's a 8 kilo swim baiting rod?
Venom 8 kilo swim bait rod.
And braid wise, what pound you running?
So this is one of my barra rods. It's got PE4 on it, so 50 pound. I've just run the lighter leader. You know, I'm not going to re-spool just to throw and bigger lures. And usually what happens if you're on a 20 pound main line, you're going to pop your lure off and be chasing it all day long. So 50 pound braid, but like I said, that's just on my spool. This is a 200 size bait caster, so that's the ATC Combat version 2, so the V2. They're only just new, but yeah, it's it does the job throwing the big swim baits around, and I dare say to be getting a workout in the next month on some barra as well.
Yeah, so that's your swim baiting outfit.
Yep.
Now we threw a few other outfits in the mix as well. We did a fair bit of chopping and changing.
Yep.
This one you spent a bit of time in the shallow stuff as well.
Yeah, so this is a PE 1 to 5. This is a Black River, bone Black River rod. I've got it matched up with just a 3000 size reel. I think it's about 20 pound braid, but once again I've gone lighter on the leader. That's only 10 pound leader with this guy. Once again, Barra hard body. So this is a Barra X Pro. You know, anything sort of that 100 mil up to sort of 170 mil, you're sort of imitating a garfish up on those flats. So
and that's a shallow diver, guys. That'll get down to probably maximum 3 to 4 foot once you put it down.
A lot of the time you're really spanking these lures and getting them to dart and just offset like that. So you're trying not to move them too far, and you throw a lot of pauses in as well, but it's just looking like that wounded fish, and then it just stages up and pauses, and quite a lot of the time it's getting...
So you're attracting attention and staying in the strike zone. Now plastics, we did do a lot of stuff in the deep.
Yes. So this is probably my standard deep water fishing rod, probably one of the rods I have in my hand most of the time when I'm doing flathead fishing. So it's a 6 to 20 pound blade and tails. It's a little bit shorter, so a 6/8, so you don't need that long a rod when you're fishing deeper. You're not doing a lot of casting as such. Once again, sort of running around that sort of 15 to 20 pound braid, and probably around that 14 to 20 pound leader.
Yep.
A lot of the time, you know, we spoke about fishing structure on the banks, you're fishing structure in the deep as well. So basically you're fishing the same sort of things, you've just got an extra 20 or 30 feet or 40 feet of water above it. So we're fishing those mud ledges, fishing trees, you know, hard drop-offs, eddies that are holding bait and stuff like that. So you should always have a purpose behind every cast, whether you're in the deep or whether you're on the flats. There should always be a purpose with that.
That's almost a tattoo, isn't it?
It is.
Always have a purpose. Probably have to go the whole way around. Guys, one thing I found, and one thing I picked up when I was fishing with Whyte, actually in our first video, one of the first ones we did together, which was specifically for targeting flathead in the deep water. I will put a link to that in the description of this video. So that's a video in itself. There's a lot that goes into that, so make sure you check that out if you can. But again, as Whitey said, you're not using this heavy gear to fight the flathead. They're not a super hard fighting fish, but in the deep stuff with that structure, if you use heavy gear, a lot of the times you can get your lures back.
Yeah, so, that's the biggest thing. You are dealing with a few snags. You start fishing that sort of 8 and 10 pound leader, you find yourself getting cut off on a lot of trees and a lot of rocks and that side of things. And look, you are dealing with a big average size fish, so if he happens to engulf your lure, you want that little bit more of an insurance policy there with 100%, heavier leader. So.
And a plastic like that, you know, that's a 5-inch plastic. I've seen 8-inch plastics go completely down the hatch of a big flathead's mouth. They when they want it, they will suck it right in. And just one other lure style I'll touch on before we go is this guy here. This is a big bent minnow. That's Crossfire. What it is essentially just a big garfish presentation. All I was doing is you pretty well fish this exactly the same as you would a minnow, but yeah, I just wanted to use something a bit different. The boys had a minnow, we had a big swim bait out, so just a different style, quite an erratic action. It ducks, dives, and you can sit it on the spot, and yeah, it got a couple of eats as well. Now, would it have got would one of the other techniques have gotten the same eat? More than likely. Those big fish, if you tweak it over their head and they're in the mood, they're going to crack generally whatever you put over there. Mate, anything else to add? People who want to just catch big flathead, final tip?
Look, probably the 3 biggest things: look for clean water, look for bait, look for structure. You know, if you tick all those boxes, you're going to put yourself in pretty much the right place. So, and then use those bigger presentations, and yeah, hopefully attract those bigger bites.
Unreal, unreal. Guys, thank you very much for tuning in this episode. Whitey, thanks for having us. Richie, who's up the back still casting, big shout out to him. And we've all got to say a heartfelt apology that he didn't get that big fish, because that was a big one. That was the big girl that we wanted to see. Unfortunately, the hooks didn't stay in it. Quick reminder, guys, if you did want to support the channel, head over to my website, sammyhitzkefishing.com, and grab yourself some SHF merch. I've just recently restocked the short sleeve shirts and given a few of them a little revamp. Check this out. The Die Hard tee now has a bit of a subtle scale pattern in the background there. Fishing and beers, well, it speaks for itself. And the other old favourite, the slow and deep jigging club, well, it didn't need any changes. It was epic the way it was. Now guys, they're all back in stock along with heaps of other stuff, hats, stickers, de-hookers, phantom tools, all the cool kit. So if you are looking for the perfect Christmas gift for a fish show, or you just want to treat yourself, head over and check it out. Now guys, Nick runs a business called Tech Fishing that's all about maximising your time on the water and really fast tracking that learning process. Here's a few of the services he offers.
So what I offer, we come out in your boat, we'll run through all your marine electronics, you know, give you a run through with all the features and functions and all your interpretation side of things as well. So we can specifically customise a session to a certain species, or if it's an overall fishing experience that you want to sort of take on board, you know, we can do a bit of lure fishing and run you through different techniques and that side of things as well. So if you get in contact with me through my Facebook page at Tech Fishing, yeah, on Instagram, or also through my website.
I'll put all the details in the description.
Yeah, you can just contact me in there and we can have a bit of a chat, and like I said, just customise a session to what you want. So
yeah, so for you guys to get out, you know, once a month or every second weekend, that sort of thing, and you want to spend more time fishing effectively, get in touch with Nick and he'll customise a session to suit whatever you want to chase. And whether it's just reading a sounder or, you know, coming down here and chasing big flathead, have a chat with me and put you in the right direction. We got there, mate. We got there. We're going home to have a beer. Thanks for watching guys, catch you next week.
Have a good one.
We're throwing big stuff today. We want to really try and nail, I shouldn't say that, really nail a big girl.
No, that probably won't go too well.
Not chasing numbers today, are we?
No mate, it's quality over quantity today, so hopefully we can get a few big girls.
Do you want to do that again?
Yeah, that up.
Holy sh**, that scared the crap out of me. Whoa! Jesus!
That was hectic.
Were you watching that?
I know he jumped out of the boat because you scared me.
Oh, I thought it was a crocodile. I teased.
You're joking. You're joking, Sam.
Batteries, little bit of weed. Oh,
Fish?
no.
Got
There's a stick there, is there?
I thought you were.
I thought that was it too, because I felt it go, I went boom, and then boom. Generally whatever you put over there. Mate, anything else to add? Anyone else? Mate, anything else to add?
Get it out, spit it out, Sammy. That's enough. Get out of my face!